Students, today we will see the topic amphibia. In this topic, we have to see the general features of this amphibia and classification of amphibia up to its order level. And we also have to cover parental care in amphibia in our syllabus. Okay. Now, first we have to know what is amphibia. Amphibia is a group of animals which animal have ability to live in water as well as on the land successfully. Okay, they require or they complete their life cycle by using aquatic as well as terrestrial land, and such animals are called as amphibia. Here first we will see general characters. The class amphibia includes the animals that partly live on land and partly in fresh water. Okay, as we know. Here, the amphibians are the first chordates that lived out of water way back in the Carboniferous era, and it is about 275 million years ago. And it's a name amphibian that was given by Linnaeus. That group includes such familiar animals as the frogs and toads. We are very familiar with the frogs and toads. The newts and salamanders and tropical burrowing legless amphibians. These are very common examples of the amphibian animals. This amphibia is the smallest class of vertebrates, and it includes nearly 2500 species as compared to the reptiles. Reptiles have 6000 species, and fishes are more than 45,000 species. So, as compared to reptiles and fishes, it is small class. Okay, it is smallest class. The amphibians occupy an intermediate space or place between the fish and reptiles. They have descended from fish like ancestors, and on the other hand, they are themselves ancestors of the reptiles that have given rise to further birds and mammals. In this way, it is the position or first general character of the amphibia. Now, first vertebrates which made transition from aquatic to terrestrial life are the amphibians in the course of evolution of animals. Therefore, both the structure and function, structurally and functionally, amphibians stands between the fishes and reptiles, being the first group among the chordates to live outside water. They have several features of terrestrial life, and they have organs of locomotion and protection against desiccation. These are the characteristics of terrestrial animals. Okay. Here the limbs are pentadactyl, means 5 digits are present, and these are hand type. It is the characteristics of terrestrial vertebrate animals. Then these are tetrapods, means 2 pairs of limbs are present for walking or swimming. However, some Sicilians or in some Sicilian families, they are limbless, limbs are absent. Then in Syren family, the hind limbs are lacking. Okay, only 4 limbs are present. Then unpaired fins are without fin rays. Then another general character, there are no scales of any other type of exoskeleton. Scales are absent in the modern amphibians except in Apoda. or apoda group, where minute dermal scales are found embedded in the skin. Some extinct forms, they are armored with bony plates were found. This skin is generally glandular in the amphibians, and they have moist skin for the purpose of respiration. Their body temperature is not constant, it varies according to outer or environmental temperature. Therefore, these amphibians are also called as poikilothermous animals. Okay, they cannot maintain their body temperature constant. Here, nostrils are paired in amphibians, and they are connected with the mouth cavity. Then eyes are provided with movable eyelids. Tympanum, sometimes it may not present, and if found, it is externally in the animals like toads and frogs. Their skeleton is large and bony. Skull is provided with two occipital condyles. Ribs, if present, they are not attached to the sternum. Okay. Then the teeth of modern amphibians, they are small and inconspicuous. Their heart is three-chambered in amphibians. They have two auricles and a ventricle and a conus arteriosus. Here, RBCs are nucleated and oval in amphibians. Okay, as in mammals, in human beings, the RBCs are not oval. Okay, the respiration, it takes place by the gills. In some animals, it takes place by the lungs. Some uses skin for the process of respiration, or buccal cavity may be used. These organs may be used separately or in combination in few animals. Then the larva, visceral arches present in larva, they possess gills which may be retained throughout the life, and in the adult, lungs are functional. Here, renal portal system or hepatic portal systems, they are present and well developed in amphibians as compared to the previous group Pisces. Kidneys are mesonephric in amphibians, and they have urinary ducts which open into the cloaca, and into which the ducts from the reproductive organs also open. Here, cloaca receives duct from kidneys or from urinary ducts, that is from kidney, and it also receives the reproductive duct. Okay. Here, urinary bladder growing out from the hind region of gut, that is also present. Brain is provided with 10 pairs of cranial nerves in amphibians. Okay. Then the ova, they are small, numerous, many in numbers. They usually pigmented with yolk and towards the one pole. Here in amphibians, fertilization takes place externally as well as internally, and mostly the animals are oviparous. Okay, they lay eggs outside their body and fertilization occurs. Eggs are with some yolk and they are enclosed in a gelatinous covering. Cleavage is holoblastic and it is unequal type. Here in amphibians, there are metamorphosis is seen in their development. The embryonic membranes, they are absent and they are found from Devonian period to the recent. As we have earlier studied, living species on earth are near about 2500, and it includes 4 living genera in the amphibians. Okay, these are the general characters of amphibians.